guys, I'm back. I'm here to review Beverly Hills episode 16, which was an interesting episode. It was pretty good. This episode we got to see a lot about Lisa and some of the lies she's been saying, and it was, I don't know, it was just odd, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to get into it. Carlton pretty much the episode starts off. Carlton is at this kind of like spiritual shop, and she's getting candles, and she's meeting Yolanda there. Anyway, yeah, and she just cleanses herself, and I'm pretty good with all that type of stuff. My mum kind of likes that, so I know all about it. So yeah, I believe in it, but I mean, I don't do it myself, but yeah, so if she likes it, then do it. So anyway, Yolanda comes in, and I don't know, she just seemed very fake for me. She seemed very fake, like she didn't believe in any of it. She was being nice, but it seemed to me like she was just being fake. Like she's like, oh, I'm so excited to try this and stuff. Like just, I don't know, maybe that's just because of her accent, or that's just the way she comes across. But to me, it seemed like she was very just up herself, and she was just being fake. She wasn't meaning that she was excited. She was just kind of thinking these bitches are crazy. So that's what I got out of it. Anyway, and they kind of, went back and forth from Joyce and Carlton pretty much talking about each other. They usually do that. But anyway, then it goes to Joyce, and Kyle is at Joyce's house. And then Joyce asks, what happened at Kyle and Mauricio's party. It's weird because I thought they would have caught up by then, but maybe the episode, like the last week's episode, was only like a couple of days. And, it just, I felt like they would have caught up before that. Like, it feels longer because it's been like 2 weeks since that episode, but it was probably only like a few days in real life. Anyway, they talk about the fight, and Carlton and Kyle are just arguing, and Joyce doesn't really give a shit at all. And then I heard Carlton said that she was offended in a blog or whatever by Joyce, because Joyce didn't have a reaction when Kyle said she was anti-Semitic. But see, like, Carlton's just fucking annoying. I mean, this episode, like, at the start when she was in the shop and stuff, actually, I didn't mind her. Like, I was like, she's alright. But I still, don't mistake me, I don't hate her, she's just annoying. But anyway, and then Kyle talks about her computer. So after she got home from the fight, or the day after, her screensaver for 2 years has been her family. And all of a sudden, she sees something change on her computer. And it's words like bigot, travesty, what was it? And lava, and some other one, I can't remember what the other one was. And yeah, it was just, that fucking freaked me out a lot. Because I believe in all of that shit. And it was insane. I don't know if the producers did it, or it actually happened. But I believe Carlton would do something like that. She made Joyce's husband sick, because she never said she didn't, unless it was edited out. She just said, she's like, don't accuse me of the kids, but she never said anything about the husband. I believe Carlton would do this. She says she's all nice and innocent, like she wouldn't do the dark anymore, but she would. And it's not like she's killing anyone, she's just, trying to play with it. It was just the weird, like the words I looked up, and they were just very weird. Like, I mean, obviously some of them I already knew, but some of them were like evil spirits, and they all just related to her really well. And I just felt if it was the producers, they would have been different words. So it was just, it was a very weird and scary, and it just feels like when you piss her off, something bad happens. But, it is what it is. Then anyway, Brandy and Kim, they go get spray tans. It's really good to see them becoming friends and shit. They're yeah. I mean, it's good to see, even if you've hated people, they can become friends. They hated each other in season 2. Yeah, but it was just super interesting to see them just connect and be friends. And yeah, so pretty much they get the spray tans, and Brandy looks hot, Kim looks hot, I guess. She's kind of, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen her in a bikini before. Like, I think this is the first time she's taken her clothes off. But yeah, she was funny as when she had the spray tan in her face, and he was blowing her hair, and yeah. Then, oh, that's right. Then Brandy says about Lisa that she is scared of Lisa, and she's not scared of anyone. So that was very interesting to hear that she was, scared of her, and it was odd because I don't think Brandy would be scared of anyone. And she even said that Cedric got deported because of her. That was the rumor. So I don't know if that's true. It could be. I mean, Cedric was a douche. I mean, I was totally on Lisa's side with that because, he was living there for free, and then he starts talking shit about him, whatever. So I don't know if he did get deported, but I mean, Lisa is like the queen of Beverly Hills, so he could have. Anyway, then Yolanda has a party, and she pretty much, for Gigi, she's a going away party, so she goes over to Muhammad's house to plan it. And yeah, his house is massive. It's awesome. Every time I see it, it's awesome. Yeah, and it was just really odd to see, Yolanda and Muhammad, their ex-wives and husbands, it was just weird to see them be, all friends, I guess. It was just very odd, but it was really good to see that. And then David came, then Shiva came, and all like having fun. Like it was just really good to see that, because my parents got divorced, and other people's parents got divorced. Like it's not like that. So it was good to see that, even though they have money and they're rich, they're still able to have a good family, like they're all friends, and it made me really happy to see that they were like that. Anyway, then Brandy is in the limo with Adrian, or whatever her friend's name is. Anyway, and then she's talking more shit about Lisa, and she's just saying that Lisa is, she knew about Sheena when Lisa told Sheena to leave the restaurant like 2 seasons ago, that she knew. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I would assume it was. I think it's true because I remember Brandy said, like, I don't know if it was last season or something, that she had to see Sheena on TV. She said that she saw Sheena on TV crying about her boyfriend, like it might have been like on an interview thing. So like, I think if that was true, Lisa would know that she was on TV, and that, yeah, I think Lisa would know. I do believe Lisa would know. So, well, that's not the point. Like, even if Lisa knew, who cares? She got her out of the restaurant, she was a good friend, and she did tell her to leave. So I don't think there's anything bad about that. But I do think it's weird when, I think a lot of Brandy's beef is with Lisa having Sheena around. And I do get that. I understand that she should not be around. It's not her. It's awkward, and I do believe, I think Lisa can be friends with Sheena because Sheena is on Lisa's reality show on Vanderpump Rules. So obviously they're going to have to connect in some way. They're working together pretty much, so they're going to have to know each other. But I feel like even if producers were like, you have to make Sheena go, Lisa should tell Brandy before, like, hey, Sheena's coming tonight, or blah blah blah. The producers made me, like, off camera tell Brandy that. So I understand both sides, but I do think Lisa is wrong in that aspect. She should not be having her, the person that fucked Brandy's husband around. I mean, Lisa wouldn't like it, so. But she doesn't understand because she's been married once. That's the thing. If people are happily married and they haven't been through divorce, they don't understand divorced couples, or they don't, like, get that stuff. Anyway, then Yolanda's party, everyone arrives, and it's pretty good. Gigi looks nice, and she's hot, which is good. And Joyce and Kim can't go. Kim can't go because her kids are moving, and the reason for Joyce was her father passed away, which I'll get into a bit later. Anyway, Brandy, gets saved by her tongue because her tongue's all like swollen and stuff, and so she says a couple of times, it's good because I'm not going to make a scene at Yolanda's about Lisa. So yeah, I think Lisa knew something was up because they seemed very distant, and Kyle and Brandy were talking a lot, and I did feel bad for Lisa in that way. But yeah, and it was just weird because they weren't really talking, and yeah, and then Carlton and Kyle are there, and that was just awkward. Carlton is just so frustrating because it's just really annoying. They were both so fake to each other, hugging each other, kissing each other when they first walked in. Like, I get it, you're gonna say hi to someone, but I'm not that type of person who can be fake. Like, I won't bring it up then. If it's not a place to bring it up, then I won't bring it up then. But I'm not gonna, pretend to be nice to you if I have a problem with you. It's just, I don't want to be fake, you know. So it's just stupid that I knew everything. They both knew everything wasn't okay. But it was just weird seeing him kiss and stuff, and it was just awkward. It was really awkward. So yeah, then Kyle pretty much. I don't think there was much, to do with the dinner party until like the end of it. Gigi did a speech, and they were all like happy, and then what's her name? Yolanda asked Brandy what happened on Ken and Mauricio's birthday party, and she just told Yolanda and stuff. Anyway, then Kyle comes into the room and asks Brandy to give the crown of the necklace. So I think she meant it went like the crown went on top of the skull. So that's pretty much, it was just a little piece to finish the necklace off, I guess. And Kyle says she doesn't want it because, it's very negative, and it went with the necklace, so she wanted Brandy to give it. I think she was just too scared to go up there because she didn't want to start a fight, and Carlton is very negative. Like, she's just very angry. So Brandy goes up and gives the necklace to Carlton, and she's like, oh, oh. And yeah, then Lisa, Lisa was very, like, she just stuck her nose in it and she was trying to start shit tonight, but I mean, it didn't really work because no one really, it just backfired on her, I guess. And she was just kind of saying, like, wasn't the necklace blue? Like, it didn't match with the necklace. I'm like, what the hell? Well, maybe because I'm a guy, I wouldn't think that gold wouldn't match with blue or whatever. But I was like, it was weird. She was saying, she didn't say don't accept it, but she's like, that's weird. What's wrong with the color and stuff? Like, it was just weird. And I think Carlton would have taken it if Lisa hadn't said, wasn't it blue? And then, yeah, then Carlton says something. She's like, she should have the balls and come up to me and, give it to me, like, to my face. But yeah, when Lisa says you should go give it back to her, she didn't want to give it back to her. So it's just another example of how Carlton is a hypocrite, where she says, Kyle should come up and give her the necklace, but the crown, and Carlton, she didn't want to give it back. So she's very hypocritical, and she's very annoying. And the good thing about, I forgot to mention that Kyle and Joyce ended up not inviting Carlton to the party. So, to Puerto Rico. So yeah, it was actually, I'm so happy that they didn't invite her, because that means there's probably like 2 episodes so we don't have to see like Carlton, which is really good. I know a lot of people are probably happy about that. So I am. And yeah, then Lisa just is following Yolanda, and I think Brandy was there, or maybe she walked off, and Carlton, she was just saying, you have to do it here. You have to get over it, and pretty much telling him to fight. It was just, and it was at Yolanda's kid's birthday, going away party. It was just, Lisa is very, I do love Lisa, but she is the chess, like, master or whatever. She does, she has to run the game, and it did come out tonight that she was very calculating, and she just wanted drama to start between people. Like, who says that, you have to face it here, you have to face it, you have to do it now. It was just really stupid. But yeah, I was totally on Adrian's side last season with the whole, surrogate thing. But I did think Lisa was manipulative. I did believe that she was saying everything. She was just saying everything, and Brandy was saying it. She was a mouthpiece. And, a lot of people didn't see that. I saw that because I didn't really like Lisa last season. I thought she was very bitchy in the way, with Adrian, how she said she forgave her, but she didn't really forgive her, and she was just saying shit to Brandy. And, I don't think she is very manipulative and stuff like that, but she's not as evil as they're making her out to be. She's not like this really evil person like Danielle Starb or someone else. Like, she's not, like, out there, like, kill anyone or someone. So, but I guess it is what it is. I mean, they're all turning on her. The only one that isn't turning on her is Joyce and Carlton. I mean, the only two. The rest of them are. So, yeah. And Shiva was there tonight. She looks super hot. I really hope she's on it next season. I don't know if she will, but I've seen a lot of other people think she'd be great as a housewife. I think she'd be great as well. She lives in Muhammad's house. I looked her up, and I don't know, she's, apparently she's in her 40s. I thought she was only in her 20s, so I don't know if that was right. But, yeah, she seems really nice. She has a birthday cake, and Yolanda and Muhammad and Shiva and all of them bring it out. And it like has her on the cake, which was like really weird. But I mean, Yolanda's like that type of mum that wants to, just share what her daughter is, like just celebrate her life. And I guess it was awesome. And then she was like given that much of cake to Gigi. It was just really awkward. I get that she's a model, but I'm like, it's her going away party. Let her have a piece if she wants. Like, she can work it off. Like, one piece is not going to, like make you fat. It's not going. If you were constantly eating it, then it would. But if you're just gonna have one piece, it's not gonna make you fat. Anyway, then Kyle and Lisa kind of get not into a bit of an argument, but they kind of just Kyle was like, why did you say that about the necklace and stuff? And Lisa lied. She said she didn't say any of it, when Lisa 100% did say it doesn't match. So it was different to see Lisa on the lying side, or the side that wasn't, that was kind of starting all the drama. But it definitely backfired on her. Anyway, and then Lisa asks where Joyce is, and Kyle says that Joyce's dad passed away, which is really sad. And it would explain that Joyce, even Brandy says that's why she's been missing events. And yeah, Joyce has missed a lot of events lately. She hasn't been in it that much. So yeah, I felt really bad for Joyce, and just, yeah, my heart goes out to her and hope she's okay. And that would be really tough, because she would have had all that shit going on with Brandy, and her dad would have been dying. Like, it's really sad. So, and yeah, it was really awkward. And then Yolanda was like, so we still going to Puerto Rico? It was probably editing in that way, but it just seemed very like vain that she would say that. But I thought that was pretty shocking, but that's all right. Anyway, then that was pretty much all for the dinner party. It was a good episode. It was just pretty much showing Lisa to be... it was just setting Lisa up for next episode, which looks amazing. Anyway, then Lisa and Kyle go to the shops and go to Kyle's... what is it called? Like, clothing store. Anyway, and they just can't... like, they do get along, but they just hold on to so many things. And Kyle is still mad about the comment. Not so much ages ago, just a comment from the start of the season when she said, when Mauricio was with Portia, and she said, this is where the rumors come from that you're seeing with the younger woman, or something like that, in front of her kid. So I understand Kyle being mad about that, and she just wanted to address that so they could move past. And I loved Lisa's comment, though. She was like, oh my god, I thought we had moved past it. And I mean, Lisa was just over it, but I mean, Lisa has to give Kyle the benefit of the doubt, because Kyle went through a lot of shit and apologizing heaps of times to Lisa about, last season, saying, I'm sorry, let's move forward. And obviously Lisa didn't want to move forward, and now Lisa is starting to move forward, and now, Kyle wants to tell her what she's done wrong, because they both have done things wrong. So yeah, it was very interesting. And then one thing really pissed me off when she was like, you have never had as good and loyal friend as I have been to you, or something. She said that, like, she's been such a great friend. That's what Lisa said, and I was just like, is she fucking serious? Like, you can't say that you've been such a loyal and great friend when at the last reunion you said that, you know, the only reason those two became the only reason you two guys were friends was because Marisha wanted to sell, you know, her house. So it was just, Lisa said, like at the reunions, they say a lot of shit. So you can't say that, you know, I've been so loyal to you when, you know, Lisa said a lot of harsh things about Kyle about, you know, how she only um, likes people or only becomes close with them to sell their houses. So I mean, you can't say that you're the best friend and loyal when you say that. And obviously, she wasn't that loyal because at the start of the season, she was talking to Yolanda and Brandy, and she said to Yolanda, "When just sell your house, and you guys will become friends super quick." And she was bitching about her. So obviously, she's not a loyal friend, but like she's a good friend, but she hasn't been loyal. Maybe she's loyal to other people, but she has not been loyal to her completely. Like she's not as good a friend as she says she is. Anyway, next week looks amazing. It looks like one of the best episodes like ever out of the whole series. It looks awesome. So anyway, to go to Puerto Rico, Joyce is going, I guess. Well, her husband's there. So yeah, Joyce is going. They said she was going. And so yeah, then Brandy plus Lisa like fight. Like they sorry, I didn't mean to say plus. I've got that written down, so I just read it. Brandy and Lisa were just kind of getting into a bit of an argument, and it looked like Lisa was crying when she walked off the first time. Then Brandy says that Kyle needs to know the truth, so I want to know what that's about. I think that's the thing that's gonna turn everyone against Lisa. I feel like this comment is the one thing that's gonna be the nail on the head, and everyone's just gonna hate Lisa. And then I've been waiting for this moment the whole season for Kim to scream at Ken. That looks so amazing. I can't wait. Because Ken's a douche. I mean, Lisa and Ken are different people, so Lisa is not a douche. I mean, she's very like manipulative and stuff, but Ken's just a douche. He's just very like annoying and it's like shut the hell up. So I'm happy that Kim is going to put him in his place. And then Lisa is crying. It just looks like such a good episode. So I'm super excited because we probably only have like about 2 more episodes of the season, and then it's, you know, I bet there'll probably be about 19 episodes, and then we're done. I mean, then we have the reunion, but we're done. I reckon ever since episode 14, episode 14, the one when Kyle and Carlton got into a fight. Ever since then, the season has been awesome. Like it's been really good since that part. Like the rest of the season was good, but yeah, it wasn't the best. But now it's really starting to heat up, and I reckon this reunion is going to be amazing, and I can't wait. And yeah, I think, you know, I hope they bring, what's her name? Camille. I forgot her name now. I hope they bring Camille back because I hope season 5. I hope they don't keep. I think Carlton is gone. I think Carlton is for sure gone. She's not coming back next season because so many people hate her, and you know, it wouldn't surprise me. I remember last May when like TMZ or someone had an interview with her, and you know, that's when people found out she was first going to become a housewife. I really loved her. I was so excited. I was actually still excited in the first episode, but after that, I just didn't like her. But it was just really, I just feel she's going. I think Brandy definitely needs to go. I think the only people who should stay are Lisa, Kyle, and Kim. I know some people find Kim boring, but I love Kim. And the reason is they are the originals. They are the reason that the show was a success in the first place. And if you start taking all, you know, if you keep changing so many people, it's not going to work. So they have to keep those 3 people. You know, I think bring Camille back, it would be amazing. I think Shiva would be an amazing housewife. I'd love to see Joyce still in it. I don't know if she will be. I mean, in an ideal world, I would love Joyce to still be in there, but who knows? They need to get rid of Yolanda. Like she is boring. Like she is a nice person. She is some bit bitchy sometimes, and she's like very posh and thinks she's above everyone else. Well, that's what it comes across sometimes. But I think they need to get rid of her because she doesn't really bring any drama. Like you need someone like Faye or Camille instead, like to bring a bit more drama. And I feel like Yolanda's, you know, selling her house now. So what does she have? Like I love the house, and ever since she's selling it, you know, we don't have a good fridge to look at. We don't look at how she's selling a house. So she's pretty much useless to the show now. And they're moving into a smaller house and stuff. So I think if they just get rid of Brandy, Yolanda, and Carlton, then they'll be good. Bring in Shiva and Camille. I'd love to see Joyce. Even maybe make Joyce friends of a housewife. I'll be happy with that. I just still want to see Joyce. But yeah, and I don't think they have to have 7 housewives. Like, they can have 6 housewives and have like 2 friends. I would much rather that. I think that would work a bit better. So hopefully they do that. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to the guys who have been watching my vlogs and stuff. There's only been a few of you, but thank you for the people who've liked it and they've said that they've enjoyed it and stuff. So thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. And